Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 21 franchise mode here in San Jose, California. 52 games into the 2020-2021 regular season, our first as GM of the Sharks, and we have sucked. One of the bottom three teams in the NHL, which, if you look at it from a certain perspective, is exactly what we were looking to do. Now, I know a lot of people were like, you know what, you can try to win, and I didn't make any major changes to this team. I wanted to see how it worked. I wanted to see how the management style worked, scouting, all that. They are just not good enough to get it done. Karlsson's having a great season. There's a bunch of players on this team having great individual seasons. But this is a team sport. This isn't the MMA when you can do it yourself. Not one player is going to fix this organization. A 99 overall coming over this team would not be able to get us into the playoffs. We're 0-9-1 in our last 10, and I left us off with a few questions. And I want to thank absolutely everyone for the support to start this series. It's been a while since we've had that kind of hype, and I really, really appreciate it. By the time I'm recording this, we are 12 subscribers away from 1,500, which is insane because it feels like I was just announcing that we hit 1,400. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. But if you see the title of the episode, what does it say? I've already come up with the title before I've done anything. Scorched Earth. That is what we're doing here today. I've sifted through the comments. You know, oh, try to keep Karlsson. You know, he's having a great year. Try to do this, try to do that. I have 5 players on a list that I will be trading away today. Hopefully. There's one player that doesn't have the best value that we might have to hold on to. At minimum, there are 3 players on the list that are going to go. Our starting goaltender in Devin Dubnyk. Actually, you know, I don't need to go to the entire point list. Let me just show you our team. Our team, chemistry-wise, it's not bad. It's honestly, it could be worse, but if you look at depth-wise, we are just not good. Our first-line left winger is Marcus Sorensen. We don't have anybody better. We could go Patrick Marleau there. Patrick Marleau is probably going to be one of the only players left on this forward squad at the end of the deadline. The deadline this year is when we change the fate of the San Jose Sharks. That's what I do in all my first trade deadlines. I make changes. I set us on a path. I bring in assets to push us into the future. Yes, I might not hold on to all those assets, but I'm shifting directions. We want a top 3 pick this year in the NHL entry draft. At least top 10. Top 5 would be great. Who's untouchable? I asked that question as well. I think the only guy on the forward squad right now that I don't have any plans of moving is Timo Meier. Timo Meier, absolute stud. He's had a great year, and I'm hoping with his regular season stats, yes, he's only a -6. On this forward squad, it could be worse. 32 points in 52 games. He's on pace for a solid season. So hopefully, naturally he grows. Hopefully up to an 86-ish by the time next season starts. I would like him to be our best forward by next year. Now you're saying, well, you could turn this team around in free agency. You trade Vlasic, you trade Burns. We've already discussed we cannot trade Vlasic or Burns. The guy to go off of our D-core is Erik Karlsson, and there's no way around it. There's no way. Vlasic and Burns, we decided at the beginning of the series we can only trade one. Karlsson has the most value. Vlasic and Burns are almost retired as it is, and their cap won't be here forever. Karlsson, 11.5. Yes, he's a great defenseman. He's a great offensive defenseman. He's the second best point-producing defenseman in the NHL this season. On this kind of team, that's pretty damn good. But if I can move him away for a prospect, a top-tier prospect, I will do that immediately. There's not really any untouchables. There's a few prospects down there in the AHL that are having good seasons. Chekovich, Chumlevsky, Gushkin. There's a few other ones not having too terrible of a year. But on this team, there are really no guys that I would be like, I refuse to trade them away. Absolutely refuse. I think the only guy that I refuse to trade away right now is Martin friggin' Jones. He's the mascot. He's the mascot of the team. I forget who said it in the comments, but Martin Jones is the mascot of this team, it feels like at this point. He's going to be our starting goaltender after the deadline because Dubnyk is on his way out. The players that I was talking about that are going to go, Evander Kane is on that list as well. He's making a boatload of money. He has had a horrific season. He had 18 points. He hasn't had a point in a month of games. It's not good. And I expect more from him, especially with his shooting stats, physicality-wise. Yes, he's playing on a second line with decent teammates. But his value isn't great. So if I can't get that value up, then we're probably going to hold on to him for at least another season, wait until his value's a little bit higher, and then ship him off. A lot of guys really didn't mention Kevin LeBlanc. Or LeBanc. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how you pronounce it. 6th round pick in 2014, long-time Shark. He's 25 at 82. Nobody in the comments was like, yeah, he's got to go. He's making 4.7. He's only 25. Yes, if there's a guy to hold on to on this roster for the next year, because I plan on next season being a 60-loss squad. That is the plan. I plan on having a horrific team next year, and Logan Couture is on that list too of going. Even Sorensen, maybe. Patrick Marleau, he's retiring here, no doubt about it. There's really no untouchables. If the deal comes my way, like, hey, you want 2 first-round picks for Timo Meier? I'm probably going to take it. But enough about our squad as it is. I was looking at a bunch of players, your suggestions. Cole Perfetti from Winnipeg is a guy that I'm going to hold off for. Winnipeg really doesn't have the cap, but at the deadline, the cap should work out that we can get that trade done right away. So let's go ahead and sim closer to the deadline. We're 0-9-1 in our last 10. We are not a good team. A few people were like, you know what, let's make this team as worse as possible going into the deadline. I think there are going to be more potential assets out there towards the deadline. I haven't done a deadline in a very long time. You know, with New Jersey, I was good. I made my trade beforehand. But I feel like there could be really solid pieces out there, especially first-round picks. First-round picks fly during the deadline, so that's the plan. Let's go ahead and sim some games. This team sucks. We are not good. Hopefully we stay on that pace because I would like to be bottom 5 in the NHL come the end of the season. Hopefully bottom 3, just so we can have from pick 1 to 6. We don't have a second-round pick this year, but I'm not too worried about the second round this year. Anyways, we lose to Arizona, who is also an awful team. Nashville has fired their head coach. Oh, yikes. They should fire their GM, too. How has he made it that long? David Poli, I think that's their Nashville's GM. 5-1 win over Calgary. Edmonton, that's a 2-1 victory. Okay, so we won back-to-back games here. Vancouver, that's a loss. Okay, losing our division, please, it'd be nice. Walla Walla, Washington, we beat Ovi? And we lose in the shootout. Okay, we're at 20 wins now. That's another win. Okay, so we're winning games here towards the deadline. Columbus, I will go through Columbus here. Through Columbus. Okay, we're at the deadline, basically. So, that was not an entire month. Carlson's at 58 points. I'm not really worried about our point total so far. We know what we're doing. We know what we need to do. We're tied for bottom last in... bottom last? Isn't that last? I just needed to say last, Owen. It's not that difficult. 50 points. Puts us... The Predators suck. 37 points for the Predators? Holy Jesus, Preds. Holy Jesus. Okay. So before the deadline, I want to see if any teams have changed around what they think. Logan Couture, I'm probably going to move him for a first-round pick. I doubt there's any teams out there right now that are going to... A first-round pick is really... The New York Rangers... Next year, that I feel like that's a thing that I have to do because I've tried finding trades for Logan Couture dozens of times in this franchise mode off screen. I haven't found anything quite like this just yet. We recoup a third this year, first round pick next year is a wild card. We could use that for a potential franchise player. I feel like this is potentially the best trade we're going to get for Logan Couture. We could go into the deadline and see a team like New York, but I don't want to waste too much time. They're 33-24-4. Not a bad record. They could use a Logan Couture. Could you imagine Artemi Panarin, and then you got Zibanejad and Lafreniere on the first line, then you can go Capo Caco, Couture. That would make them pretty damn good. Kevon Miller. K-Andre. Why do I always do that, Owen? I know it's K-Andre Miller, but I say Kevon. Ah! My apologies. Who do they have here? They have a few guys here. Nils Lundqvist, I probably should have upgraded a bit, but he probably isn't going to turn into anything great. Either we got Braden Schneider. I would love him. Or Matthew Robertson, okay. Now, I'm not sure about if they fit our coach, and we can mold our coach around whatever players we have on our team that best fit, right? So I'm not worried if they fit our system just yet. They're both the same age. Robertson's 19. They were both... No, Braden Schneider's younger. He must have just turned... You know, I'm gonna go with Schneider. I've had Robertson before. I'm gonna go with Schneider. I feel like they'd be more willing to give that up. Logan Couture, I feel like that's not in our favor anymore. So what I can do, and we don't have to retain on Logan Couture. That saves us a bunch of money already. That's another player out there in free agency if we want to grab them. Now, I will give third round pick next year. I feel is easier. Logan Couture and a third for a first, and Schneider. He's not even on a contract. We can leave him there in the WHL for another season or two. I'm okay with that. New York for Logan Couture. I don't think that's going to be in our favor anymore. Trade has been accepted. The floodgates have opened. Captain Logan Couture is gone. Officially a New York Ranger, and oh god, it is officially started. I'm glad we did this trade before the deadline, just so we have more time to work on Carlson, Kane, and a few other guys. Holy crap. Now, who's going to take his place? I'm not too worried this very moment. I'll bring up Sumela. I'll actually bring up a couple. Actually, we got all the goalies, so that's... We're going to have to do editing lines anyways. I don't care about the lines right now. I'll go best lines as it is, because it's going to change. Our captain is gone. Patrick Marleau. You know what? We traded Logan Couture. Patrick Marleau is a long-time San Jose Shark. I feel he might retire at the end of the year, but we're trying to get him to beat Gordie Howe's standing NHL record of games played. Patrick Marleau. Where is he? Patrick Marleau. We currently don't have a captain. Burns and Carlson. That's going to change too. Our new captain, for at least until the end of the season, you might disagree with this, but Patrick Marleau, congratulations on being captain. He was probably captain before of the Sharks. You deserve it, at least until the end of the season. You might retire. If not, you can have it until the day you retire, because this team is going to full rebuild mode. Detroit. I gotta actually keep current trade block. I should have updated it. We are for sure a seller. We are going to enter the trade deadline. Okay. I got to scratch Couture off the list. We got our first end prospect, which is more than I expected to get for Couture. I'm glad I waited. Okay. 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 I wish this was a live stream, but my computers suck. Okay. Enter trade deadline. Here we go. Okay. Burns is our... Okay, I got a trading block. Can I do my trade block? Can I... I'm going to take these guys off. I just want to make sure I don't get screwed while I'm making any trades, because that's all I see from YouTubers. So we have plenty of time. It's only 6 a.m. We will look around the league, see what's up there. I'm scared. It will also change my wants. I'll just keep picks for my wants. That's fine. Yeah, I'll leave it as is. That's good. Okay. So, available. Marc-Andre Fleury's the big guy. You got Frederik Andersen. A trade has been made to Minnesota Wild. Zach Parise to Los Angeles Kings for Andreas Athanasiou in a 4th. Okay. No young guys out here at this very moment. A couple nice goalies here or there. Josh Anderson, nice. Dzingel. Okay, so... No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. I want Jumbo to win. Jumbo left for a reason. I can't do that to Jumbo. I was this close. Oh. Okay, another trade has been made. Carolina, 2nd, and Honka. Pittsburgh, Brian Rust, 3rd, and Teddy Bluger. Okay. We'll make our trades here in a moment here. I just want to see if there's anybody on the list. Ville Heinola, I think you got Newhook, but I don't want to make that trade anyways. Kakinen, okay. Kerfoot, Cole Perfetti, let's do this. I looked at this before the deadline, but I feel like this makes sense. Erik Karlsson, Cole Perfetti, I'm going to get this done. Wait, hold on. Cole Perfetti has too much salary. Why does he have... Okay, is this a glitch? Why does he have that much retained? Hold on, I'll just trade for him on his own. That's weird, right? I have never seen that before. Oh, EA. Voodoo, Wizardry, and BS. So Cole Perfetti is the guy, 73 at 19. You'll be our future first liner. I will take... Do I want a first this year or first next year? I feel like I'm okay holding on to our first... Or I would rather have their first round pick next year. Because it looks... Well... 31, 23, and 8. I feel Winnipeg would rather give up their first round pick this year. You know? Or would they rather give it up next year? You know, I'm going to take a bet on next year. I'm going to take a bet on next year. They might miss out on the playoffs this year. But at least they get that first round pick, okay? So Erik Karlsson, trades are being made at the bottom of the screen. We will look over what happened. Yes, we can't get that trade through right as it is. Cole Perfetti, yes, we're going to try to get this trade through, but you know what, they got a lot of bad contracts on their roster, so what we will do, we will take Paul Stastny and Perreault. That is a boatload of cap space that they can use to go out and do something else, right? Or even at the end of this season. And Erik Karlsson, I'll even do them a solid. I will retain $1 million of Erik Karlsson's contract. Oh. Okay, I thought something happened there. Please, game, don't screw me. Okay, so Evander Kane did get a bit of value there. I'd be willing to give up... And Gregor's not that bad. Okay, he's gotten better. You know what? I think Connor Hellebuck's injured as well. Connor Hellebuck, last time I checked, Connor Hellebuck is still injured. They could use a goalie. Yeah, they could totally use a goalie. Would that trade go through? I think that's fair. Winnipeg wants to win terribly. Holy moly, we've done it! Cole Perfetti, a first. Oh! Erik Karlsson is a Winnipeg Jet. Now, I didn't really get to explain that trade, but I did in the last episode. Winnipeg wants to go all out. They got him for 7 years. Retained $1 mil, right? Holy, I'm gonna have a stroke. Okay. I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to bet, I wanted to see, you know, so our picks are looking like, yeah, see, even if they miss the playoffs this year, they get to recoup their first round pick. They don't lose too much, right? They could, if they win a lottery pick, they could go ahead and get another Cole Perfetti. We have 3 chances at a franchise player next year. I think that's what we're looking for. This year, we can get anything good. We know what's up. We know what's up. Okay, so I will go skaters matching the block. I gotta rush. Oh, okay. Let's look around the league, see if there's anything interesting out there. Maybe get another first-round pick. It's almost 8 in the morning here. I'm worried. I don't know why I'm worried. I'm just stressing because we just made so many big trades. Yes, Bowen Byram. Yeah, we know he's good. He didn't really work out for us in New Jersey. I'm just gonna leave him alone. Maybe we can get a first-round pick. Oh, Tyler Dellandrea. Not sure how he... I mean... not a huge fan of that. You got Harley here at 19. I don't want to bring in too many medium top 4 defensemen. I don't really see them work too much. A first, Reichel and Hagel to Pittsburgh and a state. Holy moly, Chicago's going all out. Okay, first-round picks are on. First-round picks galore. Okay. I see what we got to do. It looks like we're going to have to go out there for a first-round pick. Oh, Gooley, 74, 19 years of age. That's Montreal. Montreal. I will keep that in mind. How is Anderson? Anderson. Okay. Islanders make a trade. I will go through the trades. It's 8 in the morning. That means it's almost 9, which means it's almost noon. I'm stressing. Okay, not bad here. I guess first-round picks. Really, you might say, oh, 4 first-round picks potentially next year? Chill out. We scorched earth policy. You know what we're doing. We plan on being bad for at least 3 years. Or year 3, we plan on being a tad better, right? Ville Heinola we could go out and get, but I rarely see him turn into anything great. So, first-round picks from teams. I will go to, I'll actually just look around the league, see if there's any firsts out there. Boston, no. Okay. Calgary, I kind of want to do that. Do you want an Evander Kane? Now, how much cap space should they have? Evander Kane doesn't have a lot of value. They'd be over the max cap. Let me go back to Calgary afterwards, okay? Because I would like to recoup another first-round pick. Maybe this year as well. I'm okay with that. Oh, my God. Calgary. Okay. I'm stressing. I'm stressing out, boys. Carolina, Chicago, Colorado. It looks like a bunch of teams have their firsts on the block. I don't blame them. Dallas. I kind of want a first-round pick next year. Another first-round pick next year would be nice. Edmonton, maybe. Looking like we're going to have to... Minnesota. Minnesota's got their first on the block next year, but it looks like it'd be easier to get theirs from this year. Montreal. We could go Gooley. Potential. Okay. Scorched earth policy. You know what we're doing. Holy moly. Okay, keep it going. Philly? Now they'll probably be fine. Montreal, Montreal is a team that I feel could just totally miss out on a playoff spot. Tampa Bay, we know what they are. Toronto, we know what they are. How much cap space does Montreal have? Montreal, let's go talk with Montreal. It's 9 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock. Teams are making moves. Montreal, we could get a Gooley, maybe their first-round pick. We'd probably have to give up a second, but they want to make the playoffs, right? This team wants to make the playoffs. Would they want to do their first-round pick next? Montreal, you want to make a deal with the devil? I am totally down with that. Evander Kane doesn't have the value Montreal would have. I'm totally willing to take on cap dumps. I'm fine with that. Paul Byron, welcome. We can get this trade would be we can get this trade through for sure. I'd be willing to give up our second-round pick next year. Maybe no, that's basically a first-round pick at that point. Okay. Let's look at our prospects. Skaters matching the block. Timo Meier really doesn't have a lot of trade value. Gambrell. Maybe they want a Gambrell. Kevin LeBlanc. No, he doesn't really fit. Okay, so it looks like it's going to have to be... Yeah, it looks like it's going to have to be that second. We go third. We go fourth. Would that trade go through? Okay, but see, what if we retain $500,000, Montreal? $1 million, Montreal. Okay. Montreal, yes, Montreal. But Vander Kane in a second for first next year, I feel like that's worth it, right? Yeah, it's a second round pick. Second round picks we can get easily, right? I think that's fair. But then I want something else, you know? I want a second round pick this year. And what if, can we get Gooley? We are trying to get as many... Oh, Gooley's not on the block anymore. Boo, Montreal, really? Anderson, I like Anderson, don't get me wrong. But, and then I want a third. Kane, second, first, Byron, that we can move on from, second to third. No third. Okay. Oh, we're getting this trade through, I don't care. I don't care. Really? Montreal, this is the last trade. This is the last trade, come on. Montreal, you goddamn bastards. Okay, so... we could go Calgary. We could bring Milan Lucic over. First round pick next year. We could go... Do they got anybody on the block that I could take? I'm stressing hardcore right now. Peltier? Nah, not a huge fan. I would take... second round pick this year and third. And then I'll take Milan Lucic. That's a contract you don't want, Calgary. That's a contract you don't want. That's a contract you just don't want. Calgary would be over the cap somehow, really? I'll retain $1 million. We might have given up a couple of late round or early round assets, but Evander Kane is off. That's cap space. Yes, we retained, but I don't care. we just did that. Okay. I'm gonna go all the way down. Okay. You got a goalie. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Goalie's on the block. We could go out and get Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. We could get, how much would, why would Buffalo give that up? 21, he's 77 overall. What would you want, Buffalo? I'd be willing to do Noah Gregor. They're not that bad of a team, but why would you want to give that up? 21. I mean, would that trade go straight through? Almost. Okay. Wait, what if I give you... Anybody else on the NHL roster that you'd be interested in? I could go Donato. So we got our goalie. Oh my God. Trades have been made, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap. I did... Jack Quinn! Wait, Buffalo! Wait, Buffalo. How much time we got? We got 1 hour left. Fine trade, Buffalo. Buffalo, come on, Buffalo. Come on, Buffalo. Buffalo. Come on. Faster. Jack Quinn, what do you want? What do you want? They want their goalie back. I didn't know they had Jack Quinn. Okay, we can still do this. Hold on. You want Simic? You can have Simic. You want we'd have to give up somebody pretty deep. I mean, we could give them, you could have LeBlanc. Buffalo would be over the league cap. You'd love to see it. Tomas Hertl? for Jack Quinn? I mean, we can bring Jeff Skinner for 9 years. We could go... I'm okay with Kyle Okposo. Simic Hurdle for Jack Quinn. And then that's basically the Luukkonen and Jack Quinn trade, right? It works itself out. I feel like I got to give them maybe a tad more than that. Maybe like a prospect. Kevin LeBlanc. And then I feel those two trades work themselves out, right? I feel like that makes sense. Cody Eakin? Yeah, I can do that. Buffalo would be overly... Okay, so... Would that trade go through? That trade's going to go through. Simic, Hurdle, Quinn, Okposo. Remember, we're taking their cap. Okay, we don't have much time. Okay, hold on. I'll give them the third next year. My God. We killed this team. We murdered it. Oh my God. Holy crap. We couldn't trade Burns. We couldn't trade Vlasic, but this team has changed completely. Look at our first-round draft pick trade value. 4 first-round draft picks next year. A first this year. Okay, there's a lot I gotta change up. Our forward core is abysmal. We traded Noah Gregor. He was 22. Honestly, that's a pretty good player for Buffalo, so I didn't really need to add that third. They traded goalie, and goalies are never destined to work out, but we got a goalie face of the franchise. We got Jack Quinn. Buffalo, you know they're a dumpster fire, so they get a center who's locked down. Okposo, that's cap off their book. They don't need to worry about that god-awful contract anymore. Wow. And Noah Gregor is probably going to be an 84 overall at the end of that, right? But I just don't see him fitting into my long-term plan. So let's look at all the trades that were made. I see a few guys moving around. First trade at the deadline was Zach Parise going to LA. Okay, Andre Athanasiou. Then you got Pittsburgh gets a second, Honka and another prospect. Carolina gets Rust, a third, and Teddy Bluger. Nashville gets a first from New York, a Robert. Damn, they traded. Oh, wow. New York really went all out. New York went all out. So, holy moly. So after we made the trade before the deadline, they're like, okay, we don't need our first round pick from this year. I'm hoping it doesn't turn into a lottery. So we might have made the right decision. Getting their first round pick from next year, more of a wild card, because it looks like they're locking themselves in for a playoff run this year. They trade the other guy we were looking at, so Nashville gets solid pieces there for Ryan Ellis. New York Islanders first, 2 firsts from Boston and 2 others. Boston gets Pellish and Andy Green. Pittsburgh, Anton Hudobin, a 6. Dallas gets Jason Zucker. Okay, we make our trade with Winnipeg. LA gets Josh Brook and a 2nd. Montreal gets Iafallo, a 3rd and a 4th. Montreal absolutely crapped the bed on that. Ottawa gets a 3rd and a 3rd. Minor trades there. New Jersey gets Dzingel. Pittsburgh gets a 1st, Reichel and Hagel for Chris Letang to Chicago. Pittsburgh wins that in a landslide. Anaheim, Jean-Gabriel Pageau, Casey Zizekas. New York only gets... Holy... The amount of assets they paid for Jean-Gabriel Pageau, that's not good. Wenberg to Vancouver. Merzlikins to Edmonton. Okay, Edmonton actually making goalie moves. Okay, Marc-Andre Fleury to Buffalo. So they get their goalie, right? They're trying to go for it. It makes sense. It makes sense that Buffalo would want to give up those prospects to try to actually do something for their fan base right now. Vegas gets Eric Stahl. So they flip Eric Stahl, who really wasn't working in Buffalo, for Marc-Andre Fleury. Cool. Derek Sapon, a 3rd. Ottawa gets a 2nd. Okay, nothing crazy there. Zach Hyman to Montreal for Cale Fleury and a 5th. Zach Hyman only has 1 year left on his deal, so he might leave in free agency. Cale Fleury's a nice, solid young prospect. We made our trade with Calgary. Toronto gets a 3rd. Okay, Galchenyuk to New Jersey. Poor guy. That's like his 800th NHL team. Josh Anderson to Arizona. Montreal gets... I mean, they get a defenseman who is always injured. Josh Anderson. That, yikes. Okay, we make another trade. Toronto gets... Toronto gets Anton Strawman. Didn't they originally have him? I want to say they did. Yeah, didn't they? Holy moly. Okay, but they get that defenseman, right? And we made trades. But I'm going to have to go fix this poor roster. There's so much that I got to accomplish here in the next couple of minutes. Holy moly. So many big trades. Give me a couple minutes to fix this. After that scorched earth trade deadline, this is what we are looking at for at least the next 25 games, somewhere around, less than that probably. I had completely forgot we had actually acquired Paul Stastny. I should have flipped him. We're probably going to trade him at the draft, maybe let him go in free agency, maybe even hold on to him. This is what we're left with. So originally we weren't looking to trade Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. It sucks that we had to trade him, but for the asset that we got, I think it makes sense all around. This NHL lineup is god-awful, and, you know, EA Voodoo's going to be like, you're going to win the next 800 games in a row. Because Voodoo, right? Paul Stastny, probably should have flipped him. We made so many trades I had completely forgotten to move on from him. Timo Meier is our best overall forward. This lineup sucks. We brought on a lot of cap space, but we also moved on from a lot of cap that we were going to have for a while, so we can probably... Milan Lucic is gone in 3 years, so at the end of this rebuilding window, all those bad contracts that we got are already going to be gone. I'm not too worried. Defensively, we're god-awful. Vlasic looks like he's going to retire early. That might even be a contract that we might even have to buy out. If it comes to that, he might jump up in overall in the next little bit. I'm not really worried about these two guys. Brent Burns is playing great hockey, though. I won't show you the special teams. It's god-awful. Our mascot, Martin freaking Jones. Jonesy boy. He was the first trade I tried to make in this franchise mode. It did not work. And now he's one of the last guys left from this San Jose Sharks squad. Scratch players, don't worry about it. I'm not really worried about optimizing this lineup. In the AHL, you got Jack Quinn down here at 19 years of age. Chekovic and Kylok Poso, Gushkin, Blitchfield, Letnov, Chimlevsky. I'll just keep it like that. That's fine. I hope our AHL squad can turn it around and play well. And then we got our goalie in Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. UPL. Love it. He should be okay. He should grow to an 85, 86 overall goalie by the end of his tenure. Or at least higher. Probably higher than that, but I'm lowballing it. But we got a goalie. Just sure that up. But the future of this team isn't looking too shabby. So I'll show you the assets that we got if you just blanked out for the... Oh, I guess I can't show you that way. I will go ahead and show you in the view contract screen. Oh, my lord. NHL's just got awful. In the AHL or just in general, we got our guy Jack Quinn and Cole Perfetti, both 19 years of age, both 73 overall. I really hope they're going to take next season to get to that NHL caliber, but in year number 3 is when this team should start turning that corner. Because you got, I'm not sure what their coaching styles call for. I'm not sure what their coaching styles call for, but we can shape our team around them anyways. You got Schneider, you got we got 3 first-round draft picks. That's still a lot of draft picks to get. We got so much. Goalies, So much has changed about this team. That's the way you rebuild quick. Short-term pain for long-term gain. Actually, what contracts are ending at the end of the season? See if I can potentially sign anybody at this very moment. Paul Stastny. Maybe we sign him on for 83, 30. That it makes him extendable, right? Or expendable. That makes him expendable. So we can trade him at the draft. Yeah, take that deal. Patrick Marleau, our captain. You can make $2 million if you want for 1 more year. Please take it. Gambrell, 24, 80 overall. 2 years. That's a guy I can come back to. I'm not everybody else. I could not care less. Blitchfield, actually. 3 years? Yes. He might be a depth NHLer for us next year. Yep. So this team is going to suck next year. So I'm glad we didn't get, like, 80 overall prospects. We're going to get our guy in the draft this year. We got a potential franchise player coming our way next year and the year after. That's the hope. But this is the team I will go to. Captaincy and jerseys, all that jazz. Patrick Marleau is our captain until the day he retires. Timo Meier, give it to him. Brent Burns, that is well deserved. Okay. This team is so different. Martin Jones. Oh my God, this team. Damn, I blew it up. And out of those 5 players that I needed to trade, I traded Carlson, Couture, Kane, Dubnyk. LeBlanc was on that list. We didn't trade him, but we did trade a few other guys. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So we have our first-round draft picks this year, right? Actually, draft board, we just have ours. I'm pretty sure I'm not losing it. Projected picks, yeah. So we have our first, a second from Calgary, and then a bunch of draft picks next year. Good stuff. Hopefully Owen Power. That would be awesome to bring on. Second round pick, we're guaranteed. That's why I wanted a second round pick this year instead of next year, because I'm not sure it's going to be in the second round next year. This draft is stacked. At least the first 60 picks, you're guaranteed to get something solid. You're not gonna get a top 9. So our scouts not doing a great job. I'm gonna revamp it next year for sure. But I know everybody here, they're all pretty damn good players. Yeah, we are in for a nice treat at the draft, which will be next episode. We will sim out the rest of the season this episode. Ooh, no, thank you. Thank you, scouts. Anybody late? Jeffrey Woodworth, we know all about him. I do like we don't need a right wing. I mean, we could use a right wing prospect. You could have, somebody told me how to pronounce that, and I'm blanking. I'm blanking on it. You got this 84th overall guy. Okay, we got a lot of options. That's why I like having the 4 first-round draft picks next year. 63 games into the year. We suck. I hope we lose the rest of the games during the season. Let's go. Last game of the season against the Colorado Avalanche. I'll stop on it. I mean, I guess. I mean, I doubt we're going to sim it. I don't think there's any point. Paul Stastny is going to re-sign for 2 years, so we're not going to lose out on that asset. Asset management, baby. He should have good trade value at the draft. That's good. Patty Marleau does sign the contract, but that doesn't guarantee he retires, you know. He might retire, he might not. Blitchfield also signs as well. Boston, that's a loss. Okay, cheer for the losses, boys. Taylor Fadoon, that's not a name I've heard in a while. Okay, what did I even press? Did I decline that or what? Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has been hurt in the AHL. That sucks, but we'll go ahead and throw Kolsnar. That's a bunch of losses. Keep it going, boys. 22 wins. Yes, keep losing, boys, please. I wanna be the last in the division. I would like to be in the lead, at least last. You know, nobody's gonna catch up with Nashville in points. That's 2 wins in a row. Come on, San Jose. Toronto fired their head coach. Okay, Nashville. Whoa, we lost to Nashville. We beat Vegas though. Tell EA, really? Anaheim, Paul Byron. Did we? I completely forgot we didn't trade for Paul Byron. No, I don't like that cap. We don't need that. Anaheim, that's a win. Somehow we're winning games. I don't understand. We're gonna beat Detroit. Oh my God, San Jose. How are you good? How are you good somehow? 40 losses. Basically 50 losses on the season. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is back. Yippee. I don't think our AHL team's going to make the playoffs, though. That sucks, but it is what it is. Okay. Nice. Welcome back, Ukko. Okay, winning game. How the frig are you winning games, San Jose? Why do you do this? I'm okay. I'm okay. No, I'm not. No, I'm pissed off now. Okay, 82 games in, 31, 41, and 10. Somehow we were at a better. I don't know. If I wish we would have lost more of those games in regulation, but that is it. Regular season over. Let's go ahead and see where we finished in the league. In the division, second last, Arizona. Damn it. 72 points. I'm sure there's teams behind. Oh, come on, boys. At least be bottom 5. At least give us a top 8 pick this year. Most goals in the division. Goals against, sorry. San Jose. Martin Jones is the goalie. Yikes. Power play, 13%. LA had a 10% power. Oh, that's not good. Penalty kill. Yikes. Yikes. Last 10, we were 7-2-1. EA. How? Okay. Bottom 4 guarantees us a top 7 pick in the draft. Bar none. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. No worse. Hopefully better. Nashville. Oh, yeah, they sucked. Okay. If we could have... Oh, I would have loved to have been in the bottom 3. Okay, best team in the NHL this year? Washington, Chicago, Colorado... Chicago, what in the... What? Montreal made the playoffs. Oh, did New York? New York did... Ha! They made the playoffs this year. Glad I didn't take their pick. Hoo-hoo. Okay. Oh, Buffalo didn't make it. Well... Too bad we don't have their pick this year. I swear they're going to win the lottery and then go on to win the Stanley Cup next year. Okay. Well... let's go ahead and check the team stats. Brent Burns, if you look outside of how terrible our season was, he was really good. Timo Meier, 52 points, only a -2. Please grow. Please grow. Please. Kevin LeBlanc, I don't care. I'm eventually gonna move on from him here really soon. Sorensen, 43 points. Maybe he'll get some growth. Patty Marleau, 41 points, 41 years of age. Oh, delicious. He's got 1,200 career points. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of career points. 10 goals, double digits. Ooh, oh, Patty. Oh, come on. I hope next year you can break the record. Please stay on. Paul Stastny, how are you with us? 15 points in 19 games. Nice. Gambrell. Okay. Milan Lucic. Oh, my. Defenseman. Brent Burns. By far and away the best offensive defenseman on this team. Ferraro had a really decent season. I really don't think he's going to grow it. 22 years of age, 78 overall. Medium top 4s rarely tend to grow that well anyways, especially at that overall. 70-plus overall guys when they're medium top 4. I never see them grow, especially in my squads. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. And there's the man of the hour, somehow absolutely obliterating the rest of the NHL in the last 10 games of the season. An 898, a 343 goals against. Absolute stud. But let's go ahead and check the potential award winners in the NHL in the first season. For GM Thumbs, best goalie, give it to Ben Bishop. 39 wins, 923. Well, I think it's going to go to Jacob Markstrom. 36 wins, 24 losses, 5 OT losses, 7 shutouts, 925, and a 232 goals against. I think it's between those two. You could bring wins into it, but it's only 3 more wins. He played more games. Yeah, two damn good goalies. Wow. Rookie skaters, probably Timmy Stu. Tim Stützle, 92 points on the year. Kirill Kaprizov, great season for those two rookies. Dylan Cousins, Alexis Lafreniere. Okay, good season for rookies. You love to see it. Okay, let me go to defensemen. Erik Karlsson on the Winnipeg Jets. I didn't even... Winnipeg make the playoffs this year? I hope they did. Ugh, could you imagine if they didn't make the playoffs? Oh, and well. Whatever. I think they did. 11 points in 20 games, -1. Ugh, that sucks. But point-wise, it's pretty good. Yeah, good season for him. John Carlson's going to win it, no doubt. Art Ross, who's taking it home? 120 points for Alex Ovechkin. 79 goals. I would consider that a success. Eichel, Svechnikov, Malkin, Aho, McDavid at 99. Somehow I make him a 98 overall player, and he still can't hit 100 points in a season. What? It's like they don't give him any love, you know? Ovechkin's going to win the Rocket by a mile. Most assists, that's not what it pressed. Uh-oh. Oh, my lord. Oh, my God. Please, EA. Most assists, Nick Backstrom. Good season for the rest of the NHL. For us, we were not very good. Winnipeg. Did Winnipeg make the playoffs? Winnipeg did make the playoffs. Thank God that trade did make out well for them. Maybe next year they suck. We got a bunch of first-round picks next year and our own, which we will bet on being pretty damn good. Other teams, who else did we deal with? Anybody in the Metro? Rangers, they made the playoffs. Good to see. Did we deal Sabres? They missed out. Oh, the Predators. Oh my! Thank God the Jets made it. I'm happy to see the Jets make it. What's I gonna do? I feel... Oh yeah, I want to check our AHL stats here real quick. I believe our AHL squad did not play very good this year. At least they started out really terribly. Ryan Merkley, pretty good. He was our best player all around. Hopefully he grows. Jack Quinn came over. How many points? He had 6 points in 17 games. Not great, but I expect him to grow into something at least decent for us, you know. Down the road. Did we miss anybody down here? Okay, wait, hold on. Was he up here? Agushkin, 36 points, 20 goals for the kid. Love to see it. Okay, goalie-wise, Luukkonen came... Oh, God. Okay, so our franchise all around sucks, but the assets that we got, I think, makes up for a bad... Year number 1, the playoffs, what is it looking like? Ooh. What is it looking like? Let me just show you the playoffs as it is. Avalanche, Minnesota, Chicago, Winnipeg, Vegas, Edmonton, Calgary, and Dallas. Carolina, New York, Washington, Columbus, Florida, Tampa, Montreal, Boston. Okay, Toronto didn't make it. Wow. Tampa didn't make it! Tampa made it. Okay, I was just not paying attention. Okay. Oh my. Okay. Well, let me just end this one off showing you the draft. We got a guaranteed top 7 pick. If I get the first overall pick, I'm saying it now, I will not be taking Jeffrey Woodworth. I would love an Owen Power. It's between Gortz or Luhai. I'm pretty sure somebody said it's Luhai. I should check my comments. Luke Hughes we probably won't take. Kent Johnson's really damn good. Same with Brant Clark. Beniers. I won't be taking any created, custom, subscriber-created players. Yeah, so I think at this point, it is between Gortz or the Finnish player here. I like both of them. Kim Gortz. I guess that's what we really need, though. We got Cole Perfetti, we got Jack Quinn, and a Kim Gortz. That's the player we would build around. I think it makes sense. Owen Power would be great, but we're not guaranteed to get that. If we can somehow move up, it's only one pick to move up. That wouldn't be too hard, even if they didn't want to give up the pick. I like Kim Gortz a lot. Okay, so maybe we lock into a top 3 pick, maybe we don't. I just really hope we don't finish 7th. That makes things a little bit harder. Kent Johnson would be great. Matthew Beniers would be great as well. But I would love, love, love Gortz. Okay, well, that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the patience this week. School kicking my behind. But we're almost here in the summer. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share this with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. Be sure to check out my Twitter. I will see you in our first off season with the San Jose Sharks. Ciao.